11 shot, according to 3 law enforcement sources. NBC also now saying 11 people shot. But according to Gilroy City Councilman, one of the Gilroy City Councilmen and a law enforcement official familiar with this investigation, they are now saying 3 have been pronounced dead. And that is a new piece of information for us here at MSNBC. But we're now able to say at least 11 shot, and at the moment, 3 have been pronounced dead. Cedric, to you.
Yes, our hearts and prayers going out to this community tonight. Those that have lost their lives and, of course, those that are injured. But as I was saying a moment ago, here we are again in another one of these situations. But there in California, as you will find across the country, police are going to be relentless in maintaining their position. And if they're still looking for a suspect or other suspects who may have been involved in this tragic event tonight, they will find them. They will locate them. But this is just so unfortunate and so sad that we see images of this again occurring here in our country.
Clint Van Zandt, we are now 3.5 hours in, more or less, into this incident. We're just able to get more pieces of information that NBC News can report on right now. 11 shot. What's new in the last 5 minutes? 3 dead, according to at least 2 sources at the moment, at the Garlic Festival there in Gilroy, California. Your thoughts?
Well, right now the thoughts are the individual who did this, individuals who are responsible for this, it sounds like they were just there to create murder and mayhem on almost anyone. The witness descriptions talk about the shooter just basically spraying bullets from what appears to be a semi-automatic rifle, as opposed to some type of grudge or family situation that we see where this could be considered a workplace, and a shooter could go in and has obviously committed an act of violence in the workplace of the people who are there. But did they go in to target a specific individual, or were they just there to kill anybody they could? It sounds like the latter at this time, until the police department gets a better handle on this.
What we're seeing right now on the left-hand side here, Cedric, to you on this, if you can see it, it was a SWAT vehicle of some sort. Again, we're 3.5 hours into this. In terms of the platform of it, for those who are familiar with the vehicles that we often were reporting on in Iraq and Afghanistan, this looks to be that type of in terms of suspension, very much leveled high. At the level of like what we're used to seeing with MRAPs. This vehicle now arriving, or moving at least, very late, or I shouldn't say late, but 3.5 hours in to this incident right now. Not sure what this vehicle is here, Cedric, if you do have a video signal where you're at.
Clearly it appears to be an armored vehicle, but I would assure you that's probably not the only armored vehicle that's going to be on that scene. In operations such as this, when these types of things happen, you're going to see much more equipment that's going to be brought in, because number one, we don't know where this identifiable target may happen to be. We don't know if those subjects have sights on these officers who may be moving through that area trying to secure a scene.
Right.
So you're going to see SWAT teams throughout California who are going to join their partners and bring in all viable resources to try to secure that scene, keep the citizens safe, keep those officers safe until they can identify these subjects. Those armored vehicles are designed for incidents such as this.
Is this bomb disposal, or is this the bomb unit potentially?
It could potentially be the bomb unit. It's kind of hard to tell with the lighting that's out there tonight. But one thing is for certain, you see SWAT written on the back of one of these vehicles, and you're going to see further vehicles like this in and around that entire community throughout the night until this is brought to rest.